small cafe in Warsaw in 2013 with just 10 covers, Dinshaw's Xpress Café in Oshiwara today boasts of 50 covers. The journey has certainly been a long and exciting one, both for consumers and the managing partner Akshay Kumar, who is with me here today, and he's going to speak about the success mantras of Dinshaw's Xpress Café. Hi, Akshay. So, Akshay, if you can tell us, how did this journey begin, and what was the first year of Dinshaw's like?
So the journey began is because everyone's, I think, got this passion to eat, and everyone likes to have their own restaurant.
Absolutely.
And so was the scene with me.
Okay.
So I was very fond of Dinshaw's ice creams, and
Sure.
one day I bumped into the owners at one of their outlets.
Okay.
And that's when I expressed my love for their ice creams, and they expressed their love to expand further.
Wonderful.
So I think thoughts matched, and that's how we
Okay.
met. We kept on meeting for a year.
Okay.
And that time I was working, I was doing a job.
Okay.
So until things materialized, I was still doing a job. And once
Okay.
things got finalized, I moved out and set this cafe up. The first year was the worst year
Oops. Okay.
because in terms of the best year for learnings, the worst year for business. Because
Okay, that's interesting.
you're moving from one boat to the other boat where you don't know how deep is the water,
Right.
but you only know you have to go far. So yeah,
Okay.
we hung in, stood in, learnt, burnt, and probably I've got about 4 of these outlets today
Wow.
across Bombay, Pune, and Nasik.
Excellent. Okay. So wise words of wisdom from a young person, I must say. Great. So actually, tell me, you mentioned that you sort of met the Dinshaw's ice cream people, and there was a synergy, and you all sort of moved ahead. Was this entrepreneurial bug always there within you, or did something that just happened?
Honestly, if you're doing a job, you'll always have that bug that I want to be my own boss.
True. Very
And
true.
that was the case.
Okay.
But I just took it a little more seriously
Okay.
than others do, or
Right.
probably they do still. And yeah, that's why as I said, I learnt, got burnt, put in everything, had sleepless night, had the worst fights with everyone. And being your own boss is being your own boss. But then again, that comes with some luggage that you have to
Certainly.
carry.
Absolutely. So looking back, Akshay, what do you think were the tough lessons that you learned in the first year?
The toughest lessons learned were basically to have your house in order,
Okay.
being patient, because what happens is 1 month you'll probably do well, the other month you don't do well, the third month also probably you don't do well.
True.
So the only thing that one should have is patience and
Okay.
belief, and that's, I think, very generic, very cliched, very passé, but that's what works. That's what
Okay.
worked with me. So I guess
Okay.
that's what would probably work for most of us.
So tell me another thing. Do you really think that entrepreneurship is something that can be learnt, or is it something that you just have from within right from the beginning?
Honestly, it's a mix of both.
Okay.
You have to have that kida, and
True,
if you have that
very
kida,
true.
you'll cling on to the trees. But if you don't have that kida, then you won't feel like climbing onto the trees. So it's as simple. You should have that little spark in you, and if you have that, then you learn on the go. You fall, you grow, you rise, and it happens.
Looking back, it's been 4 years now.
4 years. Yeah.
Any regrets?
I just took too much stress.
Okay, too much
I just
stress.
took too much stress.
But I guess that's part and parcel of being
Probably,
an entrepreneur.
yeah. I yet do, but yeah, probably, yeah. That's
And actually, what according to you is more important? Is it passion, hard work, skills, or is it sort of just luck?
I think it's passion. It's passion. If you have it, you'll do it no matter what. Because if you don't have it and you want to do it, then probably you won't be able to do it with that much of energy and enthusiasm
Right.
that you would do if you had passion in you.
Of course,
So
absolutely.
it's as simple. Passion, and it's all about passion.
That's really what keeps you going.
Absolutely.
And do you think, if somebody wants to sort of get onto the food and beverage bandwagon today, lots of people want to. A, they think it's glamorous. B, it's a good time, So a lot of global investors are coming in. They want to invest. So do you think it's a good time for people to jump onto this bandwagon?
Well, it's always a good time.
Okay.
But it's just that you should have your goals and your vision sorted.
Okay.
Don't look at somebody and say, oh, this restaurant is full. He's making so much money. So even if I open a restaurant, I'd make so much money. That's not the way to go.
Very pertinent.
We treat it as a business, that it's a whole business. Don't take it as I've got so much of money, I want to invest it in a restaurant business, I'll put in and I'll get so much back.
Okay.
It's not as gloomy as it looks. It's another business. It takes time to grow. You have to be patient, and you have to have your vision sorted. That I want to be here in, say, probably 2 years, I want to be here in 3 years, and work on that. That is the only thing that will keep you motivated.
You make it sound really simple.
Well, as I said, I stress too much.
Actually, one important thing that I wanted to know from you, if you were to give budding entrepreneurs 3, I know you're a young man yourself, but you've been in the business, So, what are the 3 tips that you would give people who want to sort of get onto this business?
I think one is being patient is number one.
Okay.
Number two, it's very easy to open a restaurant, but it's tough to make sure the business sustains.
Okay.
So
okay.
if you have say 10 lakhs and you can open a restaurant in 10 lakhs, yeah, you can open a restaurant in 10 lakhs, but you need another 10 lakhs to survive 6 months because this business picks up over time.
True.
And the third tip would be just do whatever you feel is good and you'll get the results. That's
Okay.
it.
Actually, one last question. How would you define success? What does success mean to you with respect to Dinshaw's and this business?
Success for me is very different than what it is to others. Success for me is just going home, sleeping well, 8 hours without any stress, waking up and looking forward to your next day. That is success.
Okay.
As simple. Money, everything else, fame and all is secondary.
True.
But if you have all the money, you can't sleep well, I don't think you're successful.
Very
You
true.
can go home, sleep at 12 o'clock, wake up at 8 o'clock and look forward to your next day. I think you are successful.
So, is there like a bounce in your step when every morning you step into your outlet?
Yeah, because I'm very much active on Instagram. Because I'm very much active on Instagram and I keep seeing new food posts, so I keep getting inspired.
Okay.
And that probably motivates me to go to work and replicate it or do better.
Excellent. Okay. Okay.
Or the bad reviews that I get
So you
when I
need
get.
So you need to pull up your socks. That's when you
Yeah,
realize.
because
that.
exactly. You need to pull up your socks, go back to work and make it better.
Okay. Any future plans of expansion?
Well, we're always looking at expanding, but again, it depends on getting the right place at the right time at the right value. And I like to play it a little slow. I don't want to rush in and open number of outlets
Sure,
together.
absolutely,
Build
absolutely.
the business slowly over time. As I said, it's a business. It has to be built over time. That's right.
Thank you so much.
What?
That was Akshay Kumar from Dinshaw's Xpress Café sharing his success mantras with us. If you enjoy watching Mini's Food Fundas, do subscribe to my channel.